Andrew Allegretti here with the coach, Kenny Brooks. Coach, 20-point game at one point. Got to like the grit that your team showed. At the same time, I know there's only so much coming close that you'd like from your team at this point. So where do you settle after 40 minutes of play today?
You know what? I just sit there and I talk to them, and I was really proud of their effort. And obviously, you have to call a spade, and the team we just played against, is going to contend for a national championship, and they're playing well. They're playing well. But I thought our kids, we never gave up. We had a bad stretch there, a little bit in the second quarter, a little bit in the third quarter, but we got it going a little bit. We fed off of our defense, and we got some things going. So I was very proud of their effort, the way they continued to play. We just have to play a little bit smarter. If you want to be a team like this, you have to play a little bit smarter. But you give them credit. Asia Durr was fantastic. She was as advertised, and she did a tremendous job of keeping them afloat. It just seemed like the harder we worked against her, the more difficult a shot she made.
Yeah.
And you have to tip your cap to them. But I was very proud of our kids. We didn't always play smart, but we played hard and came up down the stretch. I think this is going to pay dividends for us.
At the risk of singling out the other team's best player, I'm not sure any one of her 5 3-pointers hit the rim. I think they all just went straight in through the nylon. That's fairly tough to guard, even for the greatest defenders out there.
She was 4 for 4 in the first half, and when I got into it, I saw the stat sheet, and I'm like, there's no way they were 4 for 7 for the team. It felt like they were like 12 for 10.
Yes.
So you do that math.
Yeah.
It just seemed like they made more than they actually shot. But it's just, it's again, you tip your hat. We let them get loose a couple times. We should have been out there a little bit better. But they're a good basketball team. They know how to get their shots. They know where they want to get them. And I thought our kids did a much better job, especially in the second half, of chasing them down and doing those things.
All right, so Taylor was able to contribute some rebounds today, some blocks today, but obviously not enough offense from Taylor in a big game like this. What was the biggest challenge that she faced against this defensive team?
Well, you know what? I think that they are underrated as a defensive team. They don't get out and trap you all the time and force this turnover, that turnover, whatever. But what they do is they are solid and they're long. You can't get in the lane against them. And when you do get in the lane against them, it's contested shots all day long. And it's a testament to their philosophy and what they want to do as a team. It's not just one-on-one lockdown. They come from all different angles. And so as a result, they make it very hard to get in the lane. When you do get in there, it's a very tough juncture to try to score. But we found a little bit of a rhythm, got some shots to fall later on, and we cut the gap a little bit.
All right, so I'm curious your thoughts on Dara's performance today. Again, some turnovers, which is a problem, but 17 points. She leads the Hokies in scoring, and I thought she showed a little bit of grit when that game was kind of teetering for Virginia Tech.
She did. She showed some grit. But obviously there's still some things that she needs to work on. I love her to death. I love, and I have to watch the film, and our offense was very stagnant for a stretch. But I think a lot of it had to do with, kids got to get open. We'll watch the film. It's not always what you see in live time. Sometimes there's a reason for whatever happened. If Dara's dribbling too much, maybe it's because somebody didn't get open. And we'll watch the film to see what happens. But she's growing. She's growing, and the last 3 games she's had, she's been very productive. She's given us a chance to win. It's just always going to be a process of her turning into, point guard, an ACC point guard that can lead a team to victory. But she did a really good job, and we're going to watch film. But I was very proud of her effort. She made some mistakes, but she also made some tremendous plays for us and knocked down some big shots.
All right, so provide some clarity, by the way. Maybe a smaller footnote considering the final score, but provide some clarity on the layup that Taylor made. I think with about, 90 seconds, 2 minutes to go. She makes the layup. They called a foul, and then it was Dara at the free throw line for 2 shots. Provide some clarity on that scenario.
It was I'm not exactly sure the term, that they change the term sometimes, but what essentially happened is that a kid tried to run through a screen as Taylor was shooting the shot. And as Taylor was shooting it, their kid fouled Dara while Taylor was shooting it. So not necessarily as any active shooting, but while she was shooting it. So therefore, Dara went to the free throw line. It's very rare. In the NBA, if it happens, you only get 1 shot. Here in college, because it was, it's not even a dead ball foul, but because when it happened, we were in the bonus.
Right.
If we had not been in the bonus, I think it would have been ball out of bounds, I think. But it's just a very unique situation. What happened? Unfortunately, we weren't able to capitalize on it. That's what we have to do. We have to be able to capitalize on scenarios like that, because I think it could have been a big momentum shift for us.
All right, I will leave you with this one, Coach. We talked about it pregame, but just to round things out on the Play for K game, which obviously raises awareness and funds for cancer, supporting the mission of the KGAL Cancer Foundation. An important day for Tech, an important day for women's college basketball.
It is. I think the NCAA, the Play for K Foundation, they do a tremendous job of bringing awareness to this nasty disease. This disease, I think, affects each and every one of us. I'm not sure there is a person out there that doesn't have someone that's been affected by cancer, and it's going to take a village. It's going to take everyone to chip in and do what we can to bring awareness, but also to bring resources for research, so we can go out there. And I think we're getting closer. Everything that I hear, we're getting closer, but I still think it's a long ways away. And we need everyone's support to go out there, because if we can get a cure for this and we can help the situation, I think it's going to make the world happier. And so this initiative, put on I know the men's programs do it as well. They call it something different, but we're honoring the legendary Kay Yao, who was the former NC State coach, who did so much for women's basketball, and it's just neat because she's continuing to do things for women's basketball through her name. And so we were very proud to be able to go out there, and the kids all, every one of us, all of our kids, they wore the shirts, and they were able to write on the shirt who they're playing for. And every one of our kids, every one of them had somebody that they were playing for. And so it just goes to show you how it touches so many.
Coach, thanks for your time.
Thank you very much, Andrew.
Hokies fall today to the #2 Louisville Cardinals.